Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are building the ultimate guide to Jira for all you product leaders out there. So, if you're a product owner, a manager, or a Scrum Master who's in charge of turning those big, ambitious roadmaps into actual working software, you're in the right place.
All right, let's kick things off with a challenge I'm sure every product leader has felt at some point. It's that nagging feeling, right? You've got these beautiful, high-level strategic goals, but then you look at the day-to-day work your team is doing, and there's a disconnect. How in the world do you bridge that gap?
Well, this is exactly where Jira comes in. And look, it is so much more than just a ticketing system. It's the essential bridge that connects your big picture vision directly to what your team is actually building. It helps you coordinate everything, track those huge initiatives, and gives everyone that crucial visibility into what's going on.
So, here's our game plan for this explainer. We are going to walk you through the entire journey, right from that 30,000-foot strategic view down to the nitty-gritty of a daily sprint. We'll cover roadmaps and epics, building out your product backlog, running sprints, and finally, mastering search and reporting. By the end, you'll see exactly how it all connects. Okay, let's get started.
Every great product starts with a plan, right? In Jira, your big picture is really defined by two key concepts: roadmaps and epics. This is where you lay the foundation for your strategic initiatives.
So, the roadmap, which Jira often calls the timeline view, think of this as your master plan. It's your North Star. It's where you map out your major product goals, giving every single stakeholder a clear, visual guide to what's coming next and, just as importantly, why it matters.
And what are the building blocks of that roadmap? They're epics. Now, an epic isn't just a big task. It's a significant chunk of work that delivers real, tangible value to your users. We're talking about big things like launch V2 of the mobile app. These are the strategic pillars that hold up your entire product vision.
Okay, so we have our high-level strategy mapped out with our roadmaps and epics. Now what? Well, it's time to get tactical. We're going to take those huge ideas and start breaking them down into small, actionable tasks right inside the product backlog.
The backlog is, without a doubt, the single source of truth for your team. It's your command center. It's this living, breathing, prioritized to-do list that has every single feature, bug fix, and task that needs to get done. As a product leader, you live here. So the very first step is to start populating your backlog with those high-level epics we just talked about. So you can see here, we're creating one for Developer Payment Gateway for a mobile banking app. This immediately creates a clear, traceable link between the daily grind and your strategic roadmap.
And once it's created, the epic just sits there in the backlog panel. You can think of it like a big container, just waiting for us to fill it up with all the smaller, more manageable pieces of work that will actually bring this feature to life. And this is where the magic really happens. We take that massive payment gateway epic and we start slicing it into smaller, actionable items. In this case, we're creating a user story, develop UPI-based payment interface. See how that works? It's specific, it's focused, and it's something the team can actually grab and work on.
All right, so with a nice, organized, and prioritized backlog, you're finally ready to start delivering value. And in the world of agile development, that happens in these short, focused bursts of work that we call sprints.
A sprint is basically a short, intense race where the team commits to delivering a small, usable piece of the product. During sprint planning, the team grabs the highest priority stories from the very top of the product backlog, and that selection of work becomes the sprint backlog.
This right here, the Scrum board. This is the team's daily hub. It is the nerve center of the sprint. It provides total transparency. At a single glance, anyone, and I mean anyone, can see exactly what the team is working on, who's doing what, and where every single task is on its journey from to-do all the way to done.
So as your team is completing sprints, an absolute wealth of data is being generated inside Jira. Now let's talk about how you, as a product leader, can tap into that data to find what you need and track progress against those big strategic goals we set earlier.
Let's be honest, sometimes you just need to find that one specific ticket, right? Jira's basic search actually makes this super easy. You just go to Filters, use the simple drop-downs, and you can pinpoint exactly what you're looking for, whether it's a bug in one project or a story assigned to a specific person.
Okay, now this is where you can really level up your Jira game. These power user tips will save you so much time. Seriously, forget endless clicking, just hit G twice to jump anywhere. You can create a custom dashboard just for your execs.
You can even embed a live, updating roadmap right into your Confluence pages. These are the little habits that make a huge difference.
And there you have it. You see how it all connects? By linking your high-level roadmap to your epics, breaking those down into stories in your backlog, and then executing in sprints, you create this incredibly powerful, transparent system for turning your best ideas into reality. So the only question left is, where are you going to start?